So a real quick update. Hey, 36-week update. So let's start off by I got my test results back for my group B, and it was positive, unfortunately. So I have to get antibiotics before I have the baby. So that'll be juggling time of when I'm actually in labor and hurry up and getting there to the hospital. Hopefully they don't try to do induction methods or my contraction stall. So that put, a damper a little bit on things. And group B, how I can explain it is, I had it once before, and I've been pregnant 12 times, so this will be my second time having group B, and it's kind of like in the category of in the family of like with strep, but it's not the same bacteria as strep. It's strep. It's a different type of group B strep bacteria that is in your intestines. It comes and goes. It can come and go. It doesn't come from food. It's a bacteria, and sometimes it just comes in your body. It leaves, comes back, and it's down since it's in your intestines, and if you're urinating, doing number two, whatever, so it's going to be down there in those areas. So you have to get antibiotics to make sure that the baby, at least like 4 hours before you have the baby, to make sure that the baby doesn't catch it, and it can be fatal to the baby. It can cause a lot of complications. So yeah, now I'll be juggling when to get to the hospital, get my antibiotics, and birth naturally. So I think that was the other thing. I've added other foods, more spinach. I had added some liver. I said that on my last blog, for me being anemic still. Have been feeling a little better, but it still caused you to feel exhausted, like you're just not yourself of being able to do too much and being pregnant too. I'm on my birth bottom now. So I'm supposed to be starting my raspberry leaf tea, but I'm not gonna start that yet. I'll probably do that around Sunday or Monday. I still have a few things left to get ready. Make sure that the kids is okay for when I do go in labor. Got everything that they need. Because I did drink it one time and I was contracting, like, it wasn't regular, but it was like 3 to 7 minutes for 5 hours. So I want to make sure everything is good before I start the raspberry leaf tea, because my cervix is already soft. I haven't been checked for dilation yet. So when I go to my Monday appointment, I'll be, hopefully she'll check me for that. She is a great doctor, very compassionate, soft spoken, just, you get that caring sense. So I feel like I'm in good hands. I did ask about some things, and she talked to me. It kind of reassured me. I'm ready to go into labor, then I'm not, because just thinking about another person, but I'm excited too. I haven't been able to sleep now. Like, I've been getting up, waking up like 2 to 3 times and being wide awake. So, I don't know. And I've had contractions off and on, then they stall out. I am known to have my babies early. I had one baby at 23 weeks. I had one baby at 34 weeks, and I had 3 babies at, hope I'm counting right, at 36 weeks. The longest I went was 37 weeks. So, I don't know, just my body. So we're gonna see. Also, with me wanting in the beginning to have, I wanted 12 kids. I grew up and went to school with somebody that she was one of 12, and I just thought that was so cool. Being the only child, it can be rough. You know, you don't have somebody that you can, you know, play with or talk to or confide in, or, you know, you're kind of gambling when you go outside of your home and you're making friends, you know. So I didn't never want my kids to feel how I felt growing up, or feeling alone, lonely, having to fight, fend for myself, you know, and not being able to talk to somebody on your level about things, you know. So I always want a big family because I never wanted them to feel lonely, or somebody didn't have their back, or, you know, just that they're it's a group. If you mess with one, you're gonna mess with all. And them to have that loving closeness. There's no favorites. They know that I love all of them equally. And I mean that when I say that, because they all, of course, have different personalities, different strengths, but my love is genuine, my love on how I love each and every one of them the same. They're all my babies still, even my 21-year-old. Like, I call all of them my babies. That's how I talk to them. So, and I do have a son that is in college, but he still comes by, checks on us, and I check on him, make sure he good. He's still my baby. And if something, you know, go down, I'm gonna be right there. But yeah, so I just wanted to, you know, not have, they can always have somebody to talk to, somebody to play with. And I've been teaching them to, because I have seen where it could kind of go wrong with families with siblings. So I've been trying to instill and keep instilling that no matter what, don't let other people in their ear. They know how their sisters and brothers are for themselves. They grew up in the house with them. Don't let nothing get too big where they can't talk to each other, you know, love each other, say what they need to say, let it go, and keep moving on, and be there for one another. And I know this is just random, but I always kind of get like, oh, I know it's probably loud in your house. And no, it's not loud. Only when I think of when somebody say, oh, I know it'd be louder, I'm thinking like a constant. Most of the time, if it's loud, it's because they're joking around about something, or, you know, having a conversation, or it's time to eat. So you know how you get when you're hungry. But other than that, is for the most part, my house is quiet to have as many kids as we have. But yeah, I think that was all for my update. And I do have another appointment. Oh, I did get an NST, a non-stress test that went well. They added that, so I'll be going to the doctor twice a week now until I have her, just to make sure that she's still good and make sure I'm good. So I'll give an update as to what goes on for next week, what happened, and I'll see you next time.